said I want a divorce, and I remember thinking, "I'm gonna take my life." I'm like, I'm at the point where we're good. I maintained my family, I maintained my integrity, but there was a moment I was sitting on a bucket in one of the units I was turning. I had 5 units at the time, and they were all vacant except for 1, and I was renovating it. My wife had just hung up on me, she said, "I want a divorce," and I remember thinking, "I'm gonna take my life." I'm like, I'm at the point where we're good. I've done all the things, failed at everything, and there's no reason to really continue this. And I asked God for a reason to stay. And I thought of my dad, I thought of my brother, and I was like, "They'll be fine." And that wasn't a good enough reason for me. So I just the weirdest moment, the
Sure.
stupidest thing. It sounds so dumb, but I was like, if I could help somebody else learn how money works, because that's why I'm here in this position right now. If I could teach them, then that would be worth it to me. And I said, God, just put somebody in my life. Like, give me somebody to show me how to get there. And then I said, even if you don't, I'll figure it out. And I promise I'll show as many people as I possibly can. I remember this light feeling of like, I get goosebumps when I think about it still. Like, I just felt lighter and I felt like a man of purpose. I felt like I had a reason. I had nothing, nothing changed. I had still nothing. But then I felt this perception of
Everything's
this is, I can now start something. Like, now I've got a reason to go work, and I've got a clean slate. And it was a perception change. I walked across the hallway to the kitchen and I looked out and I saw these properties and I said, I'm gonna own all of this.
Woohoo.
And when I do own all of this, I'll know that it's time to go and teach. And 3 years later, I owned all those properties. I owned the whole block.